will obviously call it quits as the game is not far off from really kickstarting. Rokani David is my name, and this is what we call the Rokani Media Football. So let's go eyes and let's drop in these lineups as put out by these managers in there for you. So the manager of Arsenal has gone ahead to obviously call in for David Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Hinkapie, Rice, Zubimhindi, Noni Madueke, Martinelli, Saka, and Victor Gyökeres. The bench has Kepa Arrizabalaga, Mosquera, White, Jesus, Eze, Nogard, Trossard, Carafiori, Lewis Kelly. That is it. Then, when we go to the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers, as a side that is obviously hosting this beautiful game of football, a side that is going to hit to lose almost every game, and the points they've gone ahead to score are really very annoying. Touch Tua, Mosquera, Bueno Esi, Krajic, H. Bueno, Andre Gomez, Mane, Bellegadre, and Armstrong. That is the starting 11 of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And then the substitutes, there is Johnston, Doherty, Wolfie, Jeg Gomez, Arokodare, Lihma, Ara Gomez, Rawlings, and Edozie. That is the bench for the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, from there, you know where we head to? It's the system that the manager is going to hit obviously deploy to come up and really see to it that he collects the maximum number of points from this particular encounter in there. David Raya in goal. They are playing a system of 4-2-3-1. So, in this system, the manager is like shifting to a 4-2-3-1, and that is as a result as Saka being played as a central attacking midfielder. David Raya in goal, Timber right back, Hinkapie left back, Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba in the central defense, you know. Declan Rice and Zubimendi playing the double pivot, Noni Madueke right attacking midfielder, Gabriel Martinelli left attacking midfielder, Saka central attacking midfielder, and Victor Gyökeres leading the line. Now, for Bukayo Saka being brought into this position to be played as a central attacking midfielder, I think the manager felt like there is no way you cannot start Noni Madueke. Like I told you yesterday, Madueke has been in elite form. You get? Previous 2 games for Arsenal, he has registered a goal. And he has also gone ahead to be one of those players that has going to score 4 goals against a team known as Wolverhampton Wanderers, meaning that he has a high chance of really scoring. And by the way, when you are a manager in such situations, all what you have to do is that to follow these stats, because these players have a way of obviously turning up and obviously putting out a very huge performance in there. So as it stands, the manager has kept Bukayo Saka in that central attack midfield role and is like, Eze, we are going to try this out. Be on the bench and let's see how Saka really does the job. But remember also Eze participated and really put out 2 assists when they are playing against a team known as Port Wigan over the weekend. So that is how the manager is going to hit to use. But it's really going to be very interesting. I really want to see how Saka really plays centrally. You get? I want to see whether he will obviously release this ball early. When you're playing against Wigan, I understand championship teams are really also very tough, but you cannot use it as a yardstick, you know, to award marks to a player. Now, this Premier League game is here, and it's the one you're going to use as a yardstick to award marks to Bukayo Saka on his central attack midfield role. And by the way, it can help him improve on his game. That is it. Because if he really thrives in the central attacking midfield as a player, then it will help Mikel Arteta to change his system a little bit, you know, because this maybe would have been a calling from God that Arsenal needs to shift from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1, and that they might look far much better in this system, because in this 4-2-3-1 system, your number 10 is close to your number 9, and you might end out seeing Victor Gyökeres benefiting out of this. You understand? So that is exactly what I'm really talking about, and I know most of you are really understanding it. And that is it, Arsenal. That is Arsenal for you, and I'm really looking forward to this game. Saka, all eyes are going to be on him, and the manager is like preparing for the game of Tottenham Hotspur. That's why you said it that Trossard has started off the bench. You know, I think that's why he's really doing all that. So that is it for the club of Arsenal. Gyökeres into the starting 11. He's one of those that I'm betting for him to score, because he will score against Wolverhampton Wanderers. You know he will. And he might get out of this game when he has gone ahead to hit double figures in the Premier League. A brace for him today won't be bad, because I believe creativity is really going to be hard. And by the way, even Saka being played as a central attacking midfielder, you cannot really predict what he's obviously going to put out. Whether he's obviously going to be playing in this central axis. Is he going to be drifting a lot onto the left or right, internal space? Guys, you cannot know. Not until you see him play close to 3 or 4 games and you really read how he really behaves in these particular games. So that is all about a player known as Bukayo Saka. So let's wait and see how Saka will rove in this particular encounter. But all eyes are going to be on him. So, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, double pivot. Let's see how they act in a double pivot. And it might be one of those moments that can be season turning for Arsenal. When they get 3 points, 7 points clear ahead of Man City, meaning that Man City will come through to play Newcastle over the weekend, when they know the point difference that is in between them is really huge in there for you. So from there, we obviously head to let's head to the team known as Wolverhampton Wanderers. They've come up with a 3-4-2-1 system, having 5 defenders in this game, defending for their lives. Sa in goal, Mosquera, Bueno, and Krajic. That is the back 3. Chatchoa, right wing back. Bueno, left wing back. Gomez and Andre, double pivot. Mane and Bellegrad. Those are the 2 number 10s, and Armstrong is leading the line. They've just gone ahead to sign him in at Wolverhampton Wanderers in there for you. So that is it for the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they are going to test the wrath of Arsenal. Players are really fresh, getting into this encounter to obviously put out a very huge fight, to see to it that the manager goes ahead to really get back to winning ways. Remember, they drew in the midweek, that is midweek of Thursday, that is last week, right? And we wait and see. Ivan says Arsenal win. Nziku Cosmas, I'm seeing Arsenal win it by 3-0. All right. Then Leonard Muhanguzi, I think Arsenal will win 2-0, but really starting Martinelli, yeah, he has gone ahead to do that. Let's wait and see. Maybe he believes that when they're really playing at home, they're going to open themselves a little bit more than how they really did when they're really playing away from home. Then Kayua says, hello Rokani, hello Kayua, hope you're really doing fine. I called in for a 3-1 win for the club of Arsenal in my prediction. Let's wait and see whether that comes to orchestration in there. So, 40 people watching in through, and you guys, only 9 have gone ahead to smash the like button. You guys, go ahead and obviously smash it like no other. And thank you for what you're doing. And we just tell you that we love you. And you've gone ahead to obviously make us proud and great in here. So guys, we love you, and don't hesitate to continue subscribing to our beautiful channel, and the rest will be history in there for you. So let's head into the game. I think we're really having like 9 minutes to the game. Let's prepare ourselves to go into the game, and when the game of football is done and dusted, this time around I've decided that the match reaction I'm gonna live stream. That is it. I'm gonna live stream because my eyes are gonna be on Saka. I want to see how he behaves in that number 10 role. Is he going to be unselfish? Is he gonna serve Gyökeres? Will he release the ball on time? Because he's not this kind of player that you'd anticipate of a skill set that will see him really do the needful in that number 10 role. And the other big factor is that he can come up and obviously shoot from anywhere. Now, Mikel Arteta has been asked about Saka being played in the number 10. He said, nothing until we are outside, then we will see. I like every performance of Bukayo Saka because he's been so consistent over the years. We know the level of threat he can give us in different ways. Football is a lot of relationships, combining that chemistry and those qualities for the benefit of the team, and that's what we try to do all around the team. And putting Abelechi Eze onto the bench, he said, we've seen the impact of all the finishes. We are playing every 2 days. Those players play 2 games in a week. So we need players fresh as well. So he's like, he has gone ahead to obviously put the other guy on the bench Eze because he knows to it that he needs to rest him, as he played in the game of Wigan, and he was also one of those players that featured in the game of Brentford. Arteta, on the importance of every game, he said, every time there are 3 points in front of you, that's a huge opportunity. That's a momentum that can make the difference, and we are aware of that. So that is it. And for Noni Madueke, this is his favorite opponent. You know, after posting, then deleting a derogatory post about the town on social media ahead of Chelsea's game against Wolverhampton last season, he proceeded to score a hat-trick against Wolverhampton Wanderers. His total of 4 goals against Wolves is his highest against any Premier League opponent. So he returns to Molineux this evening in fine form, having found the net 3 times in his last 5 appearances for Arsenal. He can expect a hot reception from the home fans, but will he add to his goal tally against his favorite opponent? So this is the favorite opponent for Noni Madueke, and he likes to play against him. So we wait and see how this happens. Now let's go to Paul Mason of the Sky Sports, also talking about Bukayo Saka being played in the number 10 position. And I told you this is really going to be very important. That was Wigan. This is the Premier League. I don't get it. It's a hard position to play. The 10. People think, oh, just go where you want. Do what you want. You are the one that's got to make things happen. There is a lot of pressure on you. If this goes wrong tonight, everybody looks at the 10. Why did he get on the ball? Why did he do this or that? The way Wolves play, there is not going to be a lot of space for him. He will get a lot of more space out of the wing with the way they play. So it's interesting. If I was Eze, I would be sitting there tonight thinking, am I going to play for Arsenal too many times this season? Because I thought they were bringing Eze in as the X factor, that number 10 who makes things happen. He's played there a lot more than Saka. It's not just a position you throw someone into. I hope Saka goes and gets a hat-trick, but it's a hard position. It's a different game. He's got to have eyes in the back of his head, flicking balls around the corner. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it will be difficult for him tonight. Obviously, it's going to be difficult for him tonight, but I think the manager might use this to see to it that Arsenal's ball distribution is really hastened. That is it, you know. Quick passing, you know, get the ball, and I think the supportive cast will obviously get around him every time he really gets off the ball. And by the way, we don't know the game plan of Mikel Arteta, right? So let's not judge it before this game starts, but let's talk about it more when this game of football really ends. That's why I tell you that I'm going to be coming live to talk to you guys. Nziku Cosmas, let me meet again after the game. Thanks for you. Thanks. You are the best. All right. Thank you very much for hanging through. And guys, let's call it quits. Bye-bye. I'm going to be returning in a Giphy after the game of football is done and dusted. And then we'll be talking Arsenal.